But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay, back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
What now? 180. 54. 54. We got 182.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a first down carry for Harris. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Down. 180. Hey, Raider 2. Yeah, I got you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. It's Williams on the catch. And he's got this down to the 35. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
185.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
They're running it. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Wait, that. Wait, 20. Hey. Rip.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Tight dog.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again on second down. Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, Steve 6.
Shotgun now for Brady. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Brady will try again on second down. It's caught by Mike Evans. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey,
50.
Now a first down carry by Jones. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Right here.
let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
Here's Brady to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Don't be scared of it. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
To throw again. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's just me and you.
93.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south. Kill. Spawn. No.
Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's stopped right there. 3 down. 3 down.
Hey, go 66.
Rush in.
Blue draw corker.
Dudes. Whip. Watch the whip.
Regular.
Brady going to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Shift.
On first down, Jones pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Maurice Hurst on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Check, 93's the mark.
Recon, 132 fighter. 72.
Switch gears.
72.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scott Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happened. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 50 yards on the ground. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
Here's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. For touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I've got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
X3, 218, jump.
On second down now. It's Harris. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the Bucs 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll toss to Harris. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will finally put him into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
They're going to need some
Alabama.
Let's go.
To throw is Brady. And it's caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. One receiver to the left is Evans. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1.
Hey, 66.
Now Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
I'm letting you know right now. 72.
Mike, 53.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Check right, check right. Check.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
You don't know no better. Check, check, check. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Check. Check 37. Check.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53, Mike 53. Y'all not ready. Check 31, check 31.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He completes it to Evans. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, alert! 3 down. 24 is the mic. I got him. Check it, reload.
From the gun, it's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Now, 45 to Mike. 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 280. Where's the hood?
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Here's Carr to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
We own them.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over them. And got his man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
No gain on the play there, second down.
At the Buccaneers' 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Nassib leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On second down, it's Harris. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe he starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Check right 54. Right 54. Here we go.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Throwing again. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Brady now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Hey, ball 66.
2nd and 5 now. Brady throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and it's 3rd and 5. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
93's the mic. 93's the mic. Check it. Reload.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
Rip. Sugar.
On 1st down, Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer 1st to pick up of 12 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
No, 66.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Hey, hey.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted...
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Shaquille Barrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, it's Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go one more.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Shaquille Barrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
45. Mike, 45.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Check.
On first down, Harris showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
You got nothing. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Next to score, Buccaneers 34, Raiders 24.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away. Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? Back to throw, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Carr now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
Right there. Hey, Charlie. 54 miles.
To throw is Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now Carr looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Foster Moreau. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Carr to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Levante David. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And to the surprise of nobody that watched this game, guess who led the way in the victory? Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah, Tom Brady, who did his normal performance. And sometimes I wonder if we don't give enough credence to the performance. Because he did his job, right? He did what Brady normally does, right? I just wonder if we should be marveling a little bit more. But in this case, let's just leave it on an even keel. Tom Brady did it again.
Another winner for TB. So for Tampa Bay, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Like rocket fuel.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes.